Another step forward.
Tonight, you are the monster everyone claims you are. Triumph after triumph. You have excelled in base villainy. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. You have reached the time of majority, and you shall come into your birthright. But another seeks to disinherit you. Do not let her be your death. Your father loves you. You have already made us so proud. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is greater than you could have dreamed. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. The cruelty of the Slayer leaps around within. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, dear sister, must die by your hand, an offering in Baal's sanctum. Your heart pines for the love of your lord. Today is a wonderful day for murder.
Wrench the Orphic hammer from Raphael's grasp, and we can usher the prince to his doom. Praise Vlaakith. I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes, and altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I'd choose.
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days. I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells! A Baalspawn! Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette? You know, I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Baal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Everesca. You know, though I don't look a day over 100, I was alive in Baldur's Gate when the Baal spawn first arose. I was barely aware of it, locked in the kennels as a young spawn. Rather thrilling. I get to watch the bloodshed firsthand. I felt very unfashionable missing out last time. Oh, God. We're going to get into father this, progeny that all day and night, aren't we? Oh, I'm not listening to this. You can worship your father's omissions in your own head.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
I suppose that makes you quite remarkable. Though not in a way I'd envy, perhaps. Lady Shard chose me also, but because of the blood I spilled, not what flows in my veins. You were born of murder itself. Perhaps your fate is out of your hands.
Go ahead. I'm listening. A Baal spawn? Gosh. I know what it is to have a closer connection than most with the gods. But with Baal, that's not a bond I'd like to be bound with. You should be careful. Very, very careful.
You wish to consult me?
Tell me, or show me. My mind is open to you. A child of Baal. What horrors your mind must hold.
She joins with your thoughts excitedly, unprepared for what she will find there, exposed to the limitless horror of your dreadful imagination. Minthara's mind buckles, snaps, and then burns hot. She absorbs every detail, whether memory or dream, and drinks deep of them. You sense a desire in her equal in strength to your darkest urge.
Elgor, Doktak, Slayer. There are many names for you, and all of them inspire dread. You are exquisite.
You must. Yours is a heritage of murder. It cannot be ignored or evaded. You will either kill or be killed. We must find the Temple of Baal, slaughter Orin, and claim your inheritance. Ecstatically so. It makes my heart race. I know. We must find the Temple of Baal, slaughter Orin, and claim your inheritance. You are heir to a divine inheritance that few would be able to command, but I believe you could. To reject it would be to reject a godhood. You would lose the possibility of shaping the world to fit your desires. Baal is not like the Absolute. He will not control you. He will unleash you. You cannot deny your own blood. Yours is a heritage of murder.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. Crawling back from his bloody disgrace, it's my favorite assassin. Gods, you're a sight for sore eyes. Orin told me she made a fool of you, but I should have known you wouldn't go down that easy. Then she didn't lie. The past is lost to you. Let me clear up some mysteries then. We share so much history. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name.
It seems so.
In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets, killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of Justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf. But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself. Good, good. I can see you're still your old self. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. Ousting Orin and helping you reclaim your birthright would be my greatest honor. With Ketheric felled, Orin proves treacherous. She craves the Netherstones for her own, desperate to impress Baal. She only cares for blood, and your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to the Scion of Baal. You are his dear prince. He created you to rule. Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge, sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
He wants what we want. Orin dead, and the Elder Brains subjugated. An alliance would serve us well.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
We would not meddle in each other's affairs. This was our agreement. She came to us as Baal's chosen. We are but servants to our lords. Your presence here means your lord sees a purpose for you yet. I tolerated Orin, but I liked you. I am not Orin. I know the value of alliance. Bane teaches his followers to reward those who support his chosen, not to betray them. You and I always knew we could only stand against the world united. Orin's blind ambition failed us. She compromised you just when success seemed certain. Ketheric, his obsession with his daughter made him lose all hold on reason. They floundered, even as they tried to rise above us. We will not, cannot make that mistake if we come together in trust. Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. And some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, why call you enemy when I could repair an old friendship? Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her ichors. Do you even remember how to find it? A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Before you do, come and witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
A bit of salt on the top, and... Oh, you're here! I'm not ready! I think I'm ready. I thought you'd be hungry, so I made this for you. My mum's favorite recipe. No, I'm not up to anything. I just wanted to say thank you. You let me stay when I didn't have nowhere else to go. I wanted to do something to show I was worth keeping around. I want to be your cook. Well, I can sew a little bit, and, I know most of the letters for my writing. I think cooking is really my main talent. Please, just try it. I promise it's good. Did I do something wrong? I made it especially for you. I thought you'd like it. It took me hours to chop the little vegetables and get the meat roasted right, and no, you won't even try it. What a waste of good flesh.
Look at it. Father's favorite, all lost and wandering. Have you forgotten the way home? Should I set your lapdog to screaming? That could help you find the way. Balls, blood-addled beloved, swaddled in sinews, thinks it can judge. Never struggled, no purpose, nannied by that grim-gotten butler. You are the one who isn't capable. Gortash betrays us, bloodkin. He sets a leash to our slaughter, uses us to drive the herd towards his tin men's oppression. You must kill the tyrant, smear him across his rock-rotten halls, and pluck the netherstone from his carcass. Then we duel, sweet slaughterkin. The winner claims the stones, Baal's true chosen. The loser rots on his altar. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
So, this was Orin's intention. A combat against a fellow scion of Baal, witnessed by the Lord of Murder himself. Accept and you must kill Gortash. Refuse and the child's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
No! Filthy lies! He waits for me to carve domination into your ravaged skull. He will grind your meat in his jaws. But first, you must make gutspill of the tyrant. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, bone killer. Come to my temple before you turn Gortash to carrion, and I will ready your friend's corpse to greet you. Baal is waiting, slaughterkin. Do not disappoint him. Is your brain so pulped? You suck up the tyrant's vapors like a babe sucks milk. Your useless promise will drip wet and red from your ruptured jaw before I let you disobey Baal. My assassins will make sure of it. Once you've remembered your place, seek out the Steel Watch's cradle in the lower city. Skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then the lordling will be yours to butcher. That festering inadequate bound my blades when we first conspired. His crimson is not mine to spill. It must be you. You forget how father's blood clots our veins. It must be returned to him, seeped straight into his grim-born jaws. The promise of slaughter, of pain and humiliation, and the sound of blood drip-dropping into the gutter.
Orin thinks this abduction is some sort of ultimatum to kill Gortash. Foolish woman. As if I needed more reason than I already had.
I only survived Orin's sadistic games because she allowed me to. Even if we find her soon, I doubt the child Yenna will be in one piece.
Orin's made off with Yenna. Either we mount a rescue, or we win her freedom with Gortash's life.
If the shape-changer wants Gortash dead, then let's kill Gortash and get Yenna back. Not that I care, it's just that children have a habit of disappearing in the city. Let's not let any more slip away.
To threaten the life of a child. Truly. Orin will stop at nothing.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. By necessity, not design. But I'm glad you appreciate the richness of my experience. Yours has been no less exciting, but even with all your experience, it has not been easy. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you, your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own. Perhaps, at first, I did consider that you were just a problem to be solved. And not an easy one at that. But I persisted. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how much I would enjoy your company, your mind. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. You know, this might be our last chance to explore the possibility of a deeper relationship. Is that something you want?
The back of your mind warms with a rush of feeling, the Emperor's feeling. Heat, care, arousal. Feel its breath merging into yours, cold, smelling faintly of vanilla and garlic. Its breathing quickens as you pull in close to its face, its excitement palpable. You pause a moment as a thought occurs to you. Where is a mind flayer's mouth? A memory stirs, diagrams in a book you read long ago. A mind flayer's mouth is underneath the tentacles.
make this easier for you if you'd like. My other form might be more familiar for you to navigate.
Everything you ever dreamt of and more. The single greatest experience of your life.
Sorry. You didn't leave me much energy to spare to maintain appearances.
It seems the tadpole allowed you to share more than you would have liked with your companions.
I said I'd protect you from the absolute, not each other. And I was distracted. Don't worry. I'll make sure they don't remember a thing. I am tempted, but it will be quite some time before I am able to do that again. And time is not on our side. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. You know now of your father's plans to use the Elder Brain to slaughter the world over. One need not read minds to foresee the horrors he will pen with your hand if you do not stand against him. You should reconsider your attachment to your physical form. You have seen what an Elithian can do. You have experienced the pleasure for yourself. Imagine some of that could be in your grasp. Not enough to warp your appearance beyond recognition, but just enough to enhance your potential. It would make us even more compatible, as well as radically increasing our chances of success against the Elder Brain.